War and I, we really sucked at the beginning, and I think since then we've just been getting better and better. Definitely like during the regular split, I think we improved really small amounts, but in the last like 2 or 3 weeks, I think we improved the most. Just because it's really easy during playoffs to just sit down and talk with him and be like, I think, this is the best way to play this certain situation. He's like, oh, okay. Yeah, he's very agreeable. Like, oh yeah, we can do it that way. Or, he'll come up to me and say like, I think you should try this way. This might be the best way to play. And then, we'll watch a replay together, and then we'll just basically just really instantly agree on what to do. Maybe during the regular split, like, I don't know, we were just trying to make ends meet and not really like harp on each other's mistakes too much. But during playoffs, it's like crunch time, so you kind of have to just like confront each other and figure out like what is not like your way or my way, but what's the absolute best way to play.
I think the synergy with Peter became better compared to the beginning. We somehow found a middle ground where we can play for the team but also play for lane sometimes. It just depending on the team and what we need, because we know that we cannot like win 3 lanes at the same time. It's really hard. I'm really confident that we're improving over time, and we've not reached somehow really close to our potential, and we still have a lot of room to work on, and I think over time we will potentially get there.
So going into the match versus Immortals, even though they had like a super outstanding regular split, playoffs is completely different, and we heard it around from like other teams that like they weren't actually doing that well in scrims. Like they were going pretty even with the other teams, and like based off that, we knew that we were also going pretty even with the other teams and that we had a pretty good shot. So we mainly focused on our own play and what we could do to win.
Going into the Immortals game, I think a lot of people thought we were the underdogs, so we didn't really feel any pressure to like perform really, except for that TSM has always been in the finals of NLCS, so it would suck not being in the finals again. But yeah, didn't really feel that much pressure, and I think they're under a lot of pressure because if they lose, then everyone is gonna like trash talk them. So I don't really think we changed it up too much compared to the going into this C9 game, but we just practiced as hard as against C9.
The pressure is on for both of these teams, but both rosters, they have a wealth of experience to calm their nerves going in.
Exactly, very high expectations here for both teams, but something's got to give. TSM have made all 6 NALCS finals, and they want to make that 7th. Immortals, they look like an unstoppable freight train. One of these things ends today.
Rainover does not have flash, but that Baron's getting low pretty quickly.
There's a lot of damage available though. AoE shield comes in, the Inspire is in, and here comes the chance for a team fight. TSM can turn the game on this one. Smite comes through, grabbed by Immortal. Still, it's a 5v4. In comes the battle. Yellowstar's dead. Now so is Doublelift. A kill in for Hootie. Hanser now joins the fray to help things out, but he does not have a jungler coming around just yet. Pierce trying to kite away. Hanser will drop down, and so will the last teammate. That's 5 kills in a row now for Immortals, plus the Baron. Rune King already done here, and look at that onto the backside. They did find Hanser, but this is a tanky tree. He goes in, and he's going to find the backline access onto Poelter. Big knock up here from
Gragas? We win this, we might win this.
Corki.
I'm a Corki. He's hexed. Go Corki. Keep going. I have speed in 3s.
And it's now Immortals forced to run away. They lost so much time having to kill off Hanser. The chase can come through. Nice route on the Yellowstar, stops him in his tracks. Here's Hanser. It's a 5v4. TSM are chasing. They're looking for more. Hootie can't get the damage out. And it's going to be another kill picked up. Sven Skarin gets 2 more. And
from behind.
KDA, guys. Let's KDA him.
Okay, guys.
Good job.
Team kills and take game 1.
Insult to injury. Huni gonna die in the well. And TSM makes a statement. They are not going quietly out.
Wow, and talk about showing up finally in the playoffs. You talk about playoffs.
Wow. So the biggest two changes this game is you guys need to identify exactly what our win condition is, because we completely outscale them, right? So you guys, like, you're just playing super volatile when you didn't need to, and then we didn't take advantage of top and bot side lane pressure.
Because sometimes Zenith would be there, but I would still have to clear the wave, so it would just waste everyone's time.
I think early game we didn't fight properly. We were always like 45. And that's why we're losing early.
Who wasn't there?
I don't know. Like we get chunked, and then one man down. He cannot like full damage.
The first game, I'm not sure if it was stage jitters, but we just weren't being as proactive as we usually are. We had the push in a lot of lanes, but we just weren't taking initiative to like go into the jungle, push them out, put down vision, rotate first, or even look for teleport plays. We had double teleport and they didn't have a TP on their mid, and we just weren't being very proactive. We did manage to do the Fnatic Death Brush, and we had a couple of really good team fights even though we were behind. Both credited to play and just them having a really strange comp where our team comp is just way better if we're even, and we managed to come back in the game. Andy, in between the games, was talking a lot about just being more proactive and what we should be doing when we have those kinds of small advantages and how we can translate it to something bigger. And that was something that we had in mind going into game 2.
And he's coming to help.
Although with the way Hanser's positioned, you'd think Huni would expect this.
And he gets a barrel chain down to happen. He's going to go for the play, ulti in right there, and Hanser taking plenty of punishment, but guess what? Svenskeren will not be stopped, gets another kill.
They also know he went Sheen Cull, so he was very low on max health.
They gotta get out of there. Yellowstar's gonna have to flash away.
Oh, they swap double lift out. He will not get to flash away. Goes down, can't now ulti his teammate out. That's gonna be easy pickup now onto this poor Alice who's got to go. But one kill turnaround. Bjergsen, good roam by him. Now Immortals looking for the play. They get the knockback in on the Svenskeren, who flashed over to the right-hand side, but Adrian still tracks and gets through, but in comes Yellowstar, and he's going to kill a support right back into it. Adrian is gone. 2 kills in a row now for TSM as they keep pushing forward. Bjergsen is in once again, and he picks up Raid over. 3 in a row now.
We can't help you.
He's dead.
We can't help you guys. Okay, take top.
Take top.
I'm
Go on, Kevin.
fine.
Alright, take top.
Take top, guys. I'm looking for throw me in. If you're not guys, throw me in.
Gragas is in.
Package. I got you. I'm on Karma. Let's go in. W and 5. W and 5.
I got him.
Nice. Let's go Corky.
Got him.
Kill Gragas. And the game.
I'm thinking.
Nice.
Nice.
Good fucking job, guys.
Good job.
One more. Oh my god, dude. He thought he could kill me with the King counter pick.
It's on a different team. 2-0 to start for TSM.
And what is happening? We're one TSM win away from having another TSM COG final.
It's that plot armor.
The plot armor is real for TSM right here. 6th seed coming into the playoffs and 1 win away from making their 7th consecutive NALCS final.
Play like we have momentum, not just vocalize it, just constantly say it. Like saying it multiple times doesn't really matter. Because listening to comms the whole entire time, it was really messy, even though we stomped them, right? It was really, like, you guys also gave out a lot of important information, which was really useful. It's telling your teammates not to play overly aggressive, telling them to play it slow, telling them it's not necessary, we can just win if we play it smart. So I really like that. So depending on what champions we pick, make sure we talk about exactly how we're going to team fight, or exactly how we're going to check them. The more detailed information, the better. We got our engages the first game by pure luck. It wasn't really calculated. They just happened to be out of position. They threw with Baron. So make sure that our plays are calculated. The second game we just stomped them, and we totally deserved that game. The first game, IMT through. So going into this next game, our mindset, we need to outplay them, and we need to be proactive on a comp, even when we're not snowballing super hard. So make sure that happens, Peter. You talk about lane allocation, he talks about objectives, and you guys all talk about how you're going to do it. That's pretty much it. Just don't overplay your lead.
Will it be the 7th straight finals appearance for TSM, or will Immortals upset and crack the plot armor here in Game 3? TSM up 2-0. Can they close it out?
Here it comes. Teleport from the
Under
Predator.
Adrian losing a ton of HP, and now the push in towards the Rex side. Who goes for the flash knockup, and here come the teleports. Who's gonna survive? Who's gonna die? Oh, Bo Balzer gets to do nothing at all. Gets popped and destroyed. A trade back on a Yellow Star though. 4 versus 4, and here comes the Maokai. Hanser's in, and Rainover will go down despite the knockout coming through. A 2-for-1 in favor of TSM. Now the flash engage toward Wild Turtle, and Bjergsen gets revenge on his ex-teammate. Another trade back by Huni, trying to stay alive, getting the shield from Adrian, but he's still left alone. The flash means nothing. A double kill for Bjergsen. So he actually chose to give red buff away to the Jhin, and now he's gonna get jumped on 1 versus 3. He could not make this outplay happen. He will get popped.
Yellow
and
Star.
Suddenly, Pobelter's here, looking for the big play. Self-bolt, but now comes the rest of the team. It's a 5v4. Pobelter buying as much time as he can. It's going to be the root on his Svensker, but they're not going to get any more damage. Now Hans from the front lines nearly gets dropped down, but he's going to stay alive in this one.
I'm on Rek'Sai again. Kill the front, kill the front. Go, go, go. Yeah, okay, guys. We're low, we're low, we're low.
Okay,
we can go, we can go. I'm on Jhin, kill Jhin.
Burn here, and it's going to be the chance of a steal. Can they get it? That answer is likely to be no. There is the dragon picked up. Here's the re-engage. Maokai into the front line. This could be the finals for TSM. Svenskern's killed off Pobelter. Hanser staying alive in the back line. The re-engage for TSM.
I killed Jhin, let's go.
Hey, push mid, just push mid. Hey, calm down.
Go on mid. I'll be there in 20 seconds. Their carries are dead. Just fight, focus Graves. Yeah, Graves is the only damage. I have no flash. We have a huge bot wave too.
Calm down, please.
Yeah, Ignore Karma Rek'Sai, kill Graves. Okay?
Yes.
I'll be there in 20 seconds.
Okay, can go.
I'm not there.
We have the wave. Focus tower.
Yeah, we can ignore.
Just no smoke screen.
Top tower first. You have shield? One top tower.
Careful. I'm on tower. I'm here. End the game quickly. End the game.
On tower.
Fuck kills.
Wait, this guy's going crazy.
I'm on Graves.
Graves.
I can't see anything.
Graves? I'm on Graves.
Kill. Woo! Yes!
TSM, baby! TSM are heading to the finals.
Can you believe it? On the back of a 3-0. No one was saying that TSM would win this, let alone in a clean sweep over Immortals, who were 17-1 in the regular season. Just absolutely incredible play.
So versus Immortals, I definitely didn't think that we were gonna 3-0. I thought it was going to be more of a closer match, because when we faced them in the past during the split, they were able to punish us a lot. But during the matches, they had like a really strong early game, but their mid and late game was not as good because our comp was probably just better. And you know, I'm surprised that they didn't really play as like, either they didn't play as they were playing normally and like just stop everyone, or we just got a lot better.
So every time I meet Huni and Rangover at LCS, we're still like talking a lot, being friendly, and it always like hurt you when you have to play against a teammate, even though it doesn't matter who you're facing when it comes down to the performances. I was happy that TSM won, but I was also sad that I actually had to beat the team where I had a lot of success last year, and you know, I know how they are personally, I know how they play, and you know, when you have great times, you still like think about it, and you're like, oh, well, there is only one winner, and that time it has to be us. So I was really happy on the moment, but also sad for them. I just hope that they will take the 3rd place.
So during the whole split, there was a lot of people like trash talking me and wanted me to get benched from TSM because honestly I wasn't doing that well, and I think we were not playing as well as a team. So, but now when the players come and everyone is like so much more motivated, and during the regular split it's just like the games doesn't really matter as much, so all the practice as well doesn't really feel as focused and concentrated. So coming into playoffs, it's just like everyone is 100% motivated and just really want to win. So going into the split, I kind of knew with the roster we have that even if it doesn't go too well in the regular split, we have the players to just do super well in playoffs. Like Bjergsen, Yellow Star and Double Lift, it's like yeah, those players have always been super good when it mattered, so I didn't really feel like we wouldn't do well in playoffs.
Sven's been getting a lot of flack throughout the season, and a lot of people thought it was going to be a huge mismatch in the jungle, but I think as Sven has grown more used to playing with all of his teammates and all of his laners and gotten better synergy with them, he's just become a really strong player, especially in the current meta. Dennis or Sven has always been a very carry-oriented player, or a Lee Sin player where he would just go off and make a lot of aggressive plays, whereas Rainover is more of a vision control kind of tank jungler. So for me, I was super confident in Sven going into this matchup, and I knew he was going to do well. After the first game, I actually had no idea how the series was going to go because I felt like we kind of got outplayed, but they were just being disrespectful with their draft, and we made a couple good plays to get back in the game, but I feel like it wasn't as deserved because they really just controlled us for the first 20 minutes. But after game 2, when they didn't really make any adjustments, they tried to kind of cheese us with the Urgot pick, but still just went with a very similar kind of plan. After we just crushed them in game 2, I knew we just had the series. Whether we were going to lose one game or not lose one game, I'm keen on making the proper adaptations, and I just expected them to play Echo top in every single game, one of Huni's comfort champions, and when I saw them not making the adaptations that we were expecting, I felt really confident.
A lot of people are probably wondering how the team sort of meshed together so well for playoffs. I guess a few things were we identified the meta, we watched a lot, we played a lot more scrims than normally, and we spent pretty much every waking moment either playing the game or thinking about the game. Next was Andy. Andy stepping in, while it might not seem significant, is actually super huge. He might not help a lot with sort of the everyday day-to-day systems, but what he brings is every time he steps in, he always has like this presence. He comes in and commands so much authority, and he can always identify like key factors in the game or in players that's lacking, and he forces them to fix them very quickly. And so just having 2 weeks with Andy helping out maybe every other scrim helped out our team a lot, and I think a lot of the credit for our playoff run definitely belongs to him.
The beginning of this season has been really tough. It's the first one where we really struggle as a team, where everyone really expects us to be a top tier team. We've been criticized a lot. We've been working a lot at the same time, and we've been trying to improve. We really needed Andy to step in to actually perform. I was kind of disappointed that we couldn't like figure out as a team how to fix the mistakes, because everyone wants the best for himself, but at the same time we'll have to work as a team, so it's not going to be as easy because everyone wants something, the other one wants something else, and when you combine what everyone wants, it's not realistic. So we needed someone to make compromises between everyone, and in the end we can see that our team has a lot of potential, and we finally figure out how we wanted to play, and it really means a lot to me that I'm reaching the 7th finals in a row with a different team or a different roster, because it just shows up that lots of work just pays off.
Yeah, we were pretty happy to win against IMT, but it's gonna be way more satisfying for me personally to win versus CLG because it's my old team. I just want to shit on them and make them regret their decision. And also, it's just funny because it's the CLG versus TSM rivalry. Like, no matter what side I'm on, it's gonna feel really good to beat a rival. Especially now, like it's my old friends, and it just makes it that much more meaningful. So I know I'm gonna be way more pumped. I was already happy about the Immortals thing, but winning against CLG would be the best.